good morning, everybody, and happy Friday. This is Gigi. I'm getting ready to get this walk on, but I just had to pause and let you see this beautiful Friday morning sky. Oh my goodness. Yes, this is the day that the Lord has made, and we're going to rejoice. Oh my goodness, especially since it's Friday. And we are going to rejoice in it. I hope y'all had a great week. Oh my goodness, look like these Fridays come around, faster and faster. I have a friend that I walk with. I'm gonna join her in a bit, and she talked about yesterday. Before long, July is out, and she'll be going back to school. And I try not to say a lot around her about that because I remember when I was still working, and the end of July, time is time is flying by. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. Oh my goodness, my praise nugget. Y'all know I love to share my praise nugget on Friday, and I wanted to say something this morning. It takes less than a second. You said, what? What are you talking about, Gail? I ran across something. It says, God gave you a gift of 86,400 seconds today. Have you used one to say thank you? Oh my gosh. That's a question right there. God gave you a gift of 86,400 seconds today. Have you used just one to say thank you? And my praise nugget says it takes less than a second. You know how we count seconds? We say 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. When you say 1,000, which is three syllables, that's a second. But to say thank you, that's less than three syllables. That's only two syllables. So it means it only takes less than a second to say thank you. And do you realize the power and what you unleash when you just said thank you? Oh my goodness. Because that's like we said before, and we always say that when the praises go up, the blessings come down. That's why I'm like David. I'm going to bless the Lord at all times. His praises shall continually be in my mouth. This is said thank you. Because you know what we said praise was? Praise is thanking him for what he has done. Worship is thanking him for just who he is. But you know what? I thought about that time though. It takes less than a second to say thank you. And you know what? If you said thank you, it even takes less time than that for God to unleash his blessings and his power on you when you just said thank you. I know I'm right about that because in the 17th chapter of Luke, I read about a leper that was healed and blessed and made whole just because he said thank you. Oh, y'all know the story in Luke 17. Uh, there were 10 lepers, and Jesus came up on them and he told them, you know, make your way to the priest. And as they were going, they were being healed. 9 of them kept on walking, but one came back, and they made it a point to say that he was a Samaritan. He didn't even he wasn't even a Jew, at meaning to say maybe he just won't even say. But Luke 17 to 15 verse said, and one of them, when he saw that he was healed, turned back and with a loud voice glorified, meaning thank God. And in the meantime, y'all know Jesus knew his math. He said, wait a minute, I healed 10. And only one came back to say thank you. And I know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about this time. Good morning. How you doing this morning? In verse 19, it says, and he, meaning Jesus, said unto him, arise, go thy way, thy faith, oh my God, has made thee whole, had made him whole. He had blessed them not just with the leprosy, but in every area of his life. And I bet that took less than a second too. Oh my goodness, you don't know what power and blessings you unleash by just saying thank you. And it takes less than a second. Oh my God. I dare you right now, if you're watching me this morning, just to say thank you. It takes less than a second. I double dare you to go ahead and type it in the post. If you're watching me this morning, I don't want you to miss any of the blessing that you might be missing because you don't say thank you. I'm going to tell you, my grandson and my daughter, I tell you, I don't think they realize how many blessings they have unleashed on themselves by saying thank you, simply saying thank you. I think my daughter realizes it over the years, but my grandson, he stays with us most of the time, and it just marvels me um, every single meal. Yeah, he says it's grace, but he'll come and he'll put his dishes in the sink and wash his dishes or whatever he does, and before he goes back to wherever he's doing, he'll say thank you, Grandma. And it marvels me because usually children don't do that. You know, they eat, they might say the grace, but he says it after he finishes eating and he comes and put his dishes up. Thank you, Grandma, or Granddaddy did. Thank you, Granddaddy. Oh my God. But it takes less than a second. Well, that's my gem nugget. That's my gem nugget. It takes less than a second to say thank you, and it probably even takes lesser than that for God to release his blessings and power on you when you do say thank you. Oh my goodness, that's something to think about right there. But anyway, the weekend is coming, and I hope y'all have a great weekend. If you are in this Hampton Roads area in Virginia, come and visit us at Grace and Twine Ministries. My husband is the pastor, Pastor James E. Gilmore Sr. But this Sunday is fourth Sunday, and it's my assignment. Now I'm going to do something right here. I'm going to make an announcement right here that I don't usually make. We have a friend that's a pastor of a church, and he comes on Facebook on the weekend. He said, Sunday's coming, and I got to preach. And I'm going to tell you what my subject is, because I think a lot of people needs to hear this. I'm coming Sunday with the subject, God's got it. God's got it. No matter what we see going on, God's got it. Oh, you got to be there Sunday, because I need to encourage y'all. Despite what you see, God's got it. Our services start at 10 a.m. And again this Sunday, after the morning worship, you can enjoy and take home a delicious salad, healthy salad, and a cold drink, and even a little dessert this time. Oh my goodness. I got to give a shout out to our Grace and Twine Ministry family. We had salad Sunday last Sunday, and I'm telling you, Grace and Twine Ministry family, you contributed so much. We could have fed a small army on last Sunday with all the salad fixing. So I just want to thank you for how much you contributed. And so we had enough so we could have it again this Sunday. Oh my goodness. We're going to have another healthy meal after our morning worship. Also, we want to remind our GEM family, on fourth Sundays, we wear our GEM t-shirts. If you can, wear your t-shirts. If you're a visitor, it don't matter. Just come as you are. as long as you're not naked, but just come as you are. You don't have to have the purple, you don't have to have the t-shirt. Just come as you are. We're going to end up the end of this month of July. And also, tomorrow is Saturday. Please join me for How Would Jesus Invest? Because, I talk about that subject people don't want to talk about, and that's money and prosperity and wealth and finances, although it's more about that in the Bible than anything else. And this Saturday, I want to give y'all 10 more reasons, verses from the Bible. 10 more. I gave you 10 last week, and the Lord said, go and give them 10 more. Let me give you 10 more verses straight from the Bible that prove that you're supposed to be prosperous. We got to get it in our mindset that we are supposed to be prosperous according to the Word of God. Because, I wrote a book, How Would Jesus Invest? The subtitle is Breaking the Poor Man's Mentality. See, as I said last week, a lot of times the reason why we criticize and we're jealous of people that are rich and pastors and all of that, because we don't believe that we can be prosperous like that, doing it God's way. But you can. So I'm going to give you 10 more verses tomorrow at 10 a.m. Tune in at 10 a.m. on Facebook Live and the Gem Nugget channel, almost at 20,000 subscribers. I want to say good morning to all our friends that are watching around the world, Kenya, South Africa. I see your comments. Sweden, and right here in the good United States. If you miss Bible study, which we call life study, as my husband led last night, he was talking about, is God part of politics? What's the connection between God and politics? So you need to check that out. That was on last night on life study. But we got so many things that we like to share with you and we like to inspire you with. So I just want to leave today. It's going to be a nice morning. The last few mornings, it was threatening to rain, but we have a nice sunny day today. They said it's going to transition today over to seasonable, nice weather in the 80s this weekend. We used to think that 80s was really hot, but 80s feel good when you've been in the hundreds recently. So we just thank God for everything. And like I said before, it takes less than a second to say thank you. Have a great weekend. Bye.